What is up, guys? It's Living with LT. I'm your host. Going by the quote, live happy, live healthy, and live in harmony. Don't forget to hit that like button below. Please comment, of course, and please subscribe. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. Happy me, happy you, happy all of us, right? Hope everyone's staying healthy with obviously this new year coming in, and hopefully this pandemic is ending and people are getting better and fixing their financial situations with the stimulus check and all those kind of things. What a crazy year it's been, guys. But man, I've taken a different direction, of course, in my channel. You guys know kind of my background: former mixed martial arts fighter, active duty military soldier, college student, family man, and I definitely try to live the most healthy lifestyle as possible, with things in moderation, of course. So right here, guys, is my super smoothie, whatever name you want to call it. By the time I made this video, I may have already made a name that I decided to put in the description and the title. So this is something I've learned along the way when I was cutting weight, for fights and definitely big days if I knew I needed a lot of energy, but to keep me sustained, fueled up and whatnot. This is a concoction that I've kind of made myself, learning from other people, of course, along the way, from just other channels and that kind of stuff. But essentially right here, guys, this is, as I use the term, it's not a one size fits all. This is definitely for people. You can add to, you can take away, and really put whatever you want. The thing with juicing I'm using as an example is I do juice legally, of course, meaning that buying the green juices and those kind of stores. I actually have a local place over in my area that I go to about a couple times during the week to go get juices, and that helps me out. But I like the fiber aspect and knowing that I'm getting the whole foods aspect from these super smoothies that I'm drinking in, because juicy, essentially, you're not taking the nutrients. You are getting nutrients, but you're not getting the fiber. So when you juice, you're extracting, for example, from the kale, the apple, you're extracting the juice, but the fiber gets grounded up, and then it's used as essentially a waste product, or if you use it for soups or fertilizer or whatever, you're not getting those nutrients. As opposed to this whole food smoothie, you can see right here, I'm getting everything contained into this little ordeal right here. So believe it or not, this thing, I can contain all this stuff inside my smoothie right here. And basically right here is what I take religiously. I try to have this a couple of times during the week, but I have a Ninja Bullet right here, so sorry for all the crazy dust and stuff, but I bought this from Bed Bath & Beyond a while back. I mean, these things go for about 150 bucks. Use the 20% off coupon, of course. That's the thing I love about Bed Bath & Beyond. And this thing has the freaking juicer, a blender in it, a big one, a pulsifier. My wife uses for cauliflower, rice, and making dough. I mean, this thing, you can make bread. It's crazy what you can do, but primarily I use these for making smoothies. So I broke my other one. My dumbass decided to put my protein shaker in there, the little spiral ball. I did it on accident. I put it in there and it had this smoking smell, and then it messed up the blade. So thankfully I had to go on Amazon, and I bought this for about two of these, so it has an extra case. It comes with one blade, and I bought it for I think it was like 20 or 30 bucks. But this model right here has the 7 fins, is what I learned with my model. So make sure you look for the fins if you have a Nutra Bullet or a Ninja Bullet. Sorry, Bullet's another company. But these blades are so super sharp, and I absolutely love this thing because this thing is so freaking powerful. And sorry for the camera angle. I'm doing this by myself. Usually I would have my wife here, but I had to get this video in while I could. I've been wanting to do this for a while. But essentially the ingredients right here, guys, make sure you have a great blender, because you don't want a beta blender. You definitely want something that's an alpha, and that's what qualifies Ninja. I hope my terms don't offend people out there. But the Sun Warrior brand is something that I really love. I don't really care for the chocolate flavor. I just drink by myself. The chocolate flavor, vanilla, I think works a lot better with mixing up all the flavors together. But here's the nutrition aspect. Just be careful with the hemp products. If you get drug tested and stuff, these could do falsified readings and stuff, so you gotta be really careful with those kind of deals. The biggest thing is that sugar aspect. You can see this uses the stevia extract. So if you're allergic, or your body can't process that, it is a natural sweetener. Some people can't take it. Just understand different proteins work for different people. This works for me. I like it. It's plant-based. I have definitely tried to cut more meat, essentially, and dairy out of my diet, and I've gotten a lot more plant-based, and I feel great. My energy level just feels amazing when I'm not taking as much processed food, sugar, starches, and of course meat. I love meat, don't get me wrong, but just going a lot more plant-based. I try to use a 70-30 rule. I actually don't consume as much meat as I used to, especially with intermittent fasting. I'm only eating 2 meals a day, sometimes 3 meals a day. That's another future video I'm going to go into with my intermittent fasting. So of course, I go to Sprouts where it's much more affordable. Actually, my wife does the shopping. I definitely get mixed berries that I love. So she gets me this organic berry medley. You can find these for pretty cheap, like $2-3. They have the bigger bags. They're like $10. They're like 3-4 times the size, which I enjoy more. So definitely, I like the taste of these and gain the nutrients, the antioxidants, all that kind of stuff with the frozen berries. And chia seeds right here. Chias, if you don't know, is an organic superfood. Look at the fiber protein content. Very popular with vegans, people who are plant-based, who don't want to get so much protein from all the other sources. And right there, I mean, if you didn't know, right there, the Aztecs and the Mayans used this for literally energy to keep themselves sustained. So I always put chia seeds in there. And then my go-to, keeping the colon cleanser. My father did die from colon cancer. So I'm watching myself, obviously, with my health, but also taking as much fiber as possible. Psyllium whole husk is something that I've taken for a long time, and it really will make you go, but man, it keeps you full and you feel so great right there. So that's what I utilize for the fiber aspect. So I got the fruit right there. Bananas, of course, you should know, have great nutritional value. This banana is starting to get bad. Guys, don't be little BITCHs out there. These are nutritionally great, good for your body. I mean, these are actually more beneficial when it's riper as opposed to the fresh ones. Don't get me wrong, I love the fresh tasting ones, but what I'm getting at is if they start to spoil and get brown like these, just chop them up and put them in a freezer bag. And don't throw away money, you know what I mean? Like there's no point of doing that. So make sure you guys cut these up and freeze them up. And then kale. So when my wife goes grocery shopping, I tell her to buy bushels of kale. It's probably for like dirt cheap. I mean, for 2-3 heads you can get for like $1 or $2. And then she buys a bunch, and then what I do is I wash them, rinse them out, and then I freeze them. And I use these obviously whenever I need to. So make sure you guys label the dates, which I didn't do right here. But I use my kale so often that I don't really care for it. And we do have a vacuum sealer, which I use in later videos. But yeah, that's in the garage. I gotta go get the vacuum sealer and use it for the future. Acai, guys, the Brazilian superfruit. You guys know I used to fight MMA. I'm a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And acai packs are huge. These are so popular. The superfruit from Brazil. I always get the unsweetened one. Tons of nutrient value. These things, they make the claim that apparently this has more nutrients 8 times than a blueberry. And you know, that's how they do always with fruits. They're gonna one up each other, but I like the taste of them. Anything that's unsweetened, naturally sweetened, I always go for. So I'm gonna be putting that in my smoothie that you guys will see. This company, this greens right here, I got on Vitamin Shop. I love this green vibrance right here. So it's got natural probiotics, and guys, probiotics you guys should be taking naturally or eating with stuff like kimchi, sauerkraut, those kind of things. Anything with fermentation that has natural bacteria is great, because you do need that for your gut. But right there you can see all the nice little good stuff that it has in here. Just great ordeal. And remember, guys, always look at the ingredients. That's number one. Number one thing is that's how they get you. You got to look at the ingredients. Okay, sorry about that. So look at the ingredients right there. I mean, I have to look up what this thing is called. Vanifola. It's a natural flavor. I have no idea what that is, but other than that, I know for most of the stuff that's in here. So my rule of thumb is if I can't pronounce it or I don't know what the heck it is, I'm going to research that thing before I get it. But that's a pretty reputable company. Tons of good reviews. I also have this detox right here. This is a great company, Amazing Grass Green Superfood. So alkali, alkalize and detox. I throw this sometimes in my smoothies, so I probably will do it today. And lastly, for taste, because I do add water to this, I experiment with different almond milks, but I like this unsweetened vanilla flavor right here. You guys should know I'm cutting a lot more dairy out of my diet, so almond milk is not really milk from the almond, it's just the water that's combined with the almonds that's extracted out there. So hopefully you don't have a peanut nut allergy or whatever. So obviously if you're allergic to nuts, don't use almond milk, okay? But I'm gonna go ahead and combine all these ingredients, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, stay tuned. Hey guys, so I'm back here. Got my championship gear right here. Go Lakers, go Dodgers. So here's the actual product right here. I showed you everything. I'm gonna show you how I mix everything and then how I actually emulsify this sort of deal. So what I like to do right here, I got my cup right here, and I add the water first. So number one, add my water. And then my banana is as simple as that. Peel it in. And there's no right way of doing this. I mean, you really can add it whatever order you want to do it. But this is how I do it. Okay. So then the acai pack, I need to go and wet this up. So I'm gonna go wet it. Make sure right here, I like to do this ordeal. Cut it right there. So go ahead and throw that in there. So it looks like a really solidified thing. So when you're making the solubles too, you can smash it up a little bit. But the same concept when you're making a soluble, you're doing that. I like to do it with berries. And I mix it in there, and I put on top of my granola and all that good stuff. The solubles is really easy. And then add my kale. I try to put the biggest stuff in. That's going to take the room. And then I put my powders in after the fact. So I throw a couple little handfuls of kale in there. And it's really about the layering, guys. It's about the layering properly. Make sure you guys save the stems of the kale. There's obviously a lot of nutrition value in there. So I do that. I wait for my almond milk last. This is when I start adding my greens. So here's that good old green stuff right here. Bam. Ooh, I forgot to add my berries. So put a couple of berries in there. And guys, you're gonna have to experiment with different smoothies to see what you like for taste. I'm Asian, so I have a very diverse tongue, if that makes sense. So it means that my palate, I can pretty much eat anything that's given in front of me. I've been in the military for 19 years. And growing up as an Asian kid, you don't have a choice to be picky, you know what I mean? So you just pretty much eat whatever is put in front of you. And I'm not picky at all. Don't get me wrong, I love eating foods, but I'm gonna scarf down whatever. Food is fuel at the end of the day, right? So I added my greens right there. Then I have my tablespoon, so I have my fiber. Boom. Then after that, I have my chia seeds. Got my protein. So I'm really curious to see how this chocolate flavor is going to taste. So I got my vegan protein right there. And then lastly, I've had this thing in the fridge for a while, so I'm going to try to finish all this almond milk. But this is where you have to kind of be careful with that line with these shakers or blenders. Sorry. So really careful. Hopefully that will work. It's so full. So right there, I always push it. Like I'm pretty bad at this. So I'll push that, and let's see if it works out with my blending. All right. All right, guys. Here is the final product, soon to be. This is what it looks like, with all the ingredients layered up. And the thing I love about my Ninja is this thing is so freaking powerful. This thing shreds this thing like no other. You can see all the ingredients are all layered in there, and what I like to do is I like to mix the water, almond milk all over the damn place, and then I let it mix in. So here we go. I will show you exactly. It's that simple. You saw how long it took me to prep it. I was doing more talking to the ingredients. Mixing this about 10 minutes in your day. It's just well worth it. So not Nutra. I keep saying Nutra. Ninja Bullet. I got it right here. So I don't know how old this thing is, but this thing is working so well. So it has this IQ blender system ordeal. So power up there, and then it has this blend. It's called Ninja Blend, which it utilizes for the different configurations right here and whatever you're trying to make in terms of your food. And then as simple as this, 30 seconds, this is what I do. Alright guys, 30 seconds has elapsed, and this is the finished product. It looks just like this. So there's tons of little caps they have and all that kind of stuff that you can take it to go and all that ordeal. But right there, this is the finished product, and you can see right here. It's I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the sink right here, the blade. But right here, that's what it looks like. A nice little soupy configuration. You can kind of see it right there. I would recommend drink it immediately. I mean, because you got the nutrition value right there. Not to say it's going to go anywhere, but it starts gelling up from, and this is speaking from experience, as I make tons of these smoothies when I take it to work, on the go, the gym, whatever. These things start solidifying, gelling up because of the fiber and everything, and it makes it a little harder to drink. So then what you can do is just put a little bit of water in there, mix it up, and you're good to go. But I could drink it immediately, take those nutrients, ingredients right away, and let me tell you something, within a couple minutes my body feels so great, because you think about it's in a liquid form, and it's in, obviously liquid form, we should know, delivers everything to your muscles, joints, everything so super quickly to the brain. There's obviously good fats in here, and I feel good, and it sustains me for about 4 to 6 hours, especially intermittent fasting. I could go off one meal for the day, do my workouts, and I'm good to go. That's just me, my body. So I hope you guys enjoyed my super smoothie concoction, whatever I decide to name it before I take this video. Please hit that like button. Don't forget to leave a comment. I look forward to seeing your guys' comments. Please share any ideas you guys have, your recipes or whatever. Any questions I will answer. And please hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, live happy, live healthy, live in harmony. It's your boy LT, and I'm out. Peace.